Hi, this is Queen Leon, Empress Joy Lynette, Stewart Basu King Lee II, Asian 18, formerly known as Asian 21. This topic, I remember one moment or several moments, it was maybe 2 years had gone by. People were chasing me in the bathroom. Each time I went to a restroom, people were chasing me around in the bathroom because they had transmitted mice or whatever. And they were chasing me around in the bathroom to sniff on me. They were pulling shit out of the toilet, out of the plumbing, which they had assistance from every motherfucking place in our city of Chicago sewage. They were chasing me around, retrieving fecal. Some people were eating it. Isn't that disgusting? Others were working on, okay, well, let's see if we could put a dead mouse, bring it back to life. People who smell like rodents because they have some shit in their asses and guts. Because motherfucking science, medical hack, that's what they do. That's what all these thieves were doing. They love playing with fucking rodents. So here are all these funky motherfuckers around me because they wanted to say, oh, she smells, she's just like them. Which were also it was mainly the Mexicans and the Jamaicans during that time. And the niggas. This is fucking nasty. Whatever this fascination is with rodents and wanting to put rodents on people and around folk, it's psychotic. It's treason. No one would get away with it. I didn't have shit in my home, and again, it was a lot of appearances, and because everything can be robotic, everything can have a transmitter attached to them, the birds, except everything. That's why you see the collars on their necks, but they're transmitted. So, of course, anybody seen any fucking creatures following me with all of the spell ingredients I have on me, as well as coyote piss. Pardon me, it's always some fucking, as I say, what you see, dust or whatever the fuck else is not. And part of what's occurring right now, have anyone ever felt sensation? So the medical hack, motherfuckers want to create a movement in you to give an appearance. So right here is that sensation that I'm feeling. Now, my old AI is turned on. That's how we're trapping everyone. I have a new AI. The Jamaicans and the Mexicans and the Italians went in the algorithm creating an AI on me. This is who we're using to trap all you motherfuckers and these motherfuckers and those motherfuck yous. It's my old algorithm, my old AI. So it's not me. All of it was done algorithm because they wanted algorithm movies and wanted to have people think and believe, oh, this is all happening to her. I'm not Snow White, you bitches. As I told you, hunky ass motherfuckers, over the years, I'm not Snow White. I'm not your motherfucking pin-up doll. You fucking fags. You motherfucking lord shits. You rich bitches who were rich then because now you motherfuckers poor. I'm not y'all motherfucking pin-up girl. And that's what all these bitches were doing egotistically. Everybody thinking all these movies were, everybody was thinking that they were all movies. All this shit was lies. The one moment when you saw me whooping Dion's ass, even, what's this punk, limp dick, saggy motherfucker? Yeah, with the stupid smile, Hadari. Even Luke, I broke his ribs. I was fighting in my sleep. I knew people were doing things like it's time to roll. Plus, he was overcharging me rent. So I purposely lived out a month or two or three to make it up. I'm like, bitch, you giving me my money back since they were being nosy. I'm like, okay. So they stole stocks and etc. from the space jewelry. So these algorithms, lies, folk want to exist in. They were actually living in it, saying it's a real world. You psychotic fucking bitches. Welcome to the real world. All of this is real, and you will be apprehended since you bitches wanted to put one time what investigators we saw what they had me in algorithm carrying a swastika. I was like, really? Yeah, guess who is one? You bitches not surviving. You motherfuckers will not escape judgment. Not one motherfucker. What you see on my forehead and my pineal gland since you bitches been nosy and want to touch pineal gland and shit. What you bitches see? You see my swastika? Remember, I am a Nazi. My great grandfather is Adolf Hitler. Lordship infamous, His Majesty Adolf Hitler. Ken and Mario, when they stayed with me, the African Fest, there was a picture I posted on Facebook saying, hey, got two guys to stand with me. Do you believe, you motherfuckers, I was going to have anybody in my space and not make sure that other people saw their faces or your faces, motherfuckers? So this picture I took, I said, oh, okay, you're working on a computer. That was our computer. That was the first time that they, or the second time, Mutuals attempted the first time. That was the second time they attached in Texas was some of where the main feed or some was, which was in where Aaron Wilkes. So Aaron Wilkes and Ken, this tall motherfucker you see in the picture, live in Ohio. This is Aaron Wilkes' twin brother. Aaron Wilkes have never been in my home. Aaron Wilkes stalked me one time at what concert was this? I want to. Oh, it was the Fela. It was Felabration, and I believe in Lincoln Hall or the other Concord. Aaron Wilkes and his Japanese wife was standing behind stage on a curtain in the dark, in the shadows, smiling, looking at me. I'm like, oh, okay, there's Aaron Wilkes. Yeah, right there to the right. That surveillance is very. I'm glad we recovered it. But he was standing there, he and the Japanese girl. But anywho, this is Aaron Wilkes' twin brother. And he attempted to steal some objects out of our home to have he no, they paid me. It was the arrangement. I'm like, hey, no, they paid me to stay there. None of the motherfuckers in my home for free. Hadari was in a transition. I'm like, he had to pay me. Art Bailey is guilty. That motherfucker was only in our home 2 times or 3. They had videos of this motherfucker kicking it in my space, in our space, as if we were dating. And then learn he was homeless. I'm like, oh, I can't help you. I would rent the room to you, but I really don't know you. My son was in college. I had a room available that I was going to rent. to someone whom I knew, not no strange motherfuckers. So again, we were on the third floor. The second floor apartment was vacant. They moved the persons out on the third floor across the hall from us. And they had people in there listening. The ducts ran on the ceiling on the second floor, which would be on the floor of our apartment. And that's where they were putting the cameras, in that bathroom door area and in the living room. But the entire apartment building, Luke Somerville had it set up for a reason, the way that it is, or the way that it was. So the spiritual warfare, there were people who called themselves Santaros. They were all jealous because they couldn't hear the Orishas and I could. They were all, oh, she's Shango's daughter, huh? Or she's Shango, Miss Shango. Who is she? And me. So these bitches were running around stalking me, pretending to be in my space. And they were doing spiritual warfare. The games. People were gaming on me and others, mainly men. And then the world, women got involved. That's how motherfuckers was making their money, competing on my currency. Oh, let's put her up against so and so. I got this amount of money. I bet you this person can't out currency her, or bet you she can do this better than she. I'm glad we caught you all too. I'm glad they pulled Wii game off the shelves and arrested the Chinese, the Asians. It was part of my reports that the Wii game, the live interactive, oh, it really was. They were watching every fucking body. It was live. That's why Wii is no longer available. Go figure. Anybody else still think I'm not shit? All of my investigations, whether investigators use them fraudulently then, or they're being, what's the word, legally applied now. There were a lot of investigators, investigative reporters stealing my reports, giving themselves image. And they were mainly my reports. Here in Chicago, one time I was on the train, this Asian guy, keys were, or white guy, keys were extending outside of his bag. He had them latched. I said, sir, do you know anybody can take a picture of your key, take it to a locksmith and have them cut a key for you with the technology we have and people go in your home? All they gotta do is follow you. What do you know, that same night, the fucking report of that aired that same fucking night. And they did a tester on it. They said, oh, she's right. It's true. It was my report. So my media credentials were stolen by these people. Not just my businesses, my media credentials. They had people believing and thinking that I was some trifling investigator. My resume that's on Facebook and LinkedIn is real. There's nothing fraudulent about it. Nothing fraudulent about me. Most of the video games, Xbox needs to be removed from the market because Xbox, the device is putting people for the cameras and the transmitters to move about and are operated by Xbox, through Xbox. Why you think they were putting the Xbox like on Yahoo and making it a full interactive virtual reality. Xbox are guilty of medical hack, of government hack, of identity theft, human trafficking, and they know about it. They've given people access because they gave them codes. So they gave them access in some dimensions. PlayStation, they're partly guilty, but it's mainly Xbox that the medical industry, medical hack uses. So again, to revisit in one of the prior videos on being hacked and coded, when you feel, again, people say, feel like my skin is crawling, someone is probably moving a device around because they want to see, or either they are attaching themselves. And so a lot of people are coded because motherfuckers are claiming they're their slaves or their hoes. So all these fucking men were going around calling me their hoe. I appreciate the investigations, recovered the Nigerian ladies, the girls that were stolen. My investigations gave them the exact location where to find them. That's spiritual. Them babies came back safe. The Pakistani ladies or the Middle Eastern ladies who were being held captive as slaves, I rescued them also. They had me in my personal space where I could be working on a video or whatever, and I cuss. They had me doing virtual reality homeschooling. They're like, she's cussing all the children out. She's cussing these people out. I hear that. I'm like, who? Oh, so you all have me appearing to be teaching folks. So they had video cameras in my eyes, teaching folk how to detail clean and etc. Do this. They were looking at every fucking thing, being motherfucking nosy. In the bathroom, Mariano's is guilty. Every fucking restaurant, Mariano's, grocery stores, McDonald's. These motherfuckers were giving all these motherfuckers access, and they knew about it. All these fucking honkies, they knew, and they were putting cameras. The camera on the toilet, the sensor, LED. Anybody can use a camera and hack it. I mean, you can hack it and look through it. They were following me around in the bathroom every fucking where I went, watching me in the restroom, watching my daughters, watching my son. And I'm not the only one. I just was the main one. People were following me around the bathroom. Companies gave access to cameras, and mainly Mariano's. Fucking Italians, go figure. They so fucking guilty. They harassed my daughter. We do have a lawsuit against them. They harassed my daughter. They were tampering with her clean apron, her shoes, her time. Then they had these funky black ass, brown skin, ugly fucking Jamaican hoes making them managers when Abigail was a manager, and all these bitches were running around pretending to not be under her authority. But Mariano's harassed her, and they still have money that's due to my daughter. We're in court, and since you're watching this video, Mariano's, or either you're on the live feed, we can settle out of court. You owe my daughter money. Anna and Abigail both worked, and you all harassed both of them. You owe them benefits. You allow cameras. You put cameras in the bathroom to watch us, Mariano's. And then there's bitches that still helping motherfuckers listen and watch me in a bathroom and private space. I want everybody executed. It's all punishable unto death. Everybody involved being fucking nosy and perverted. I'm asking for the death penalty on them. We're gonna pause this for a minute. Mm-hmm.